Thank you guys so much for coming in, and as we go ahead, I hope that you will watch and just be happy. Today I just want to talk about something that's been on my mind, and it's about life generally. I'm just going to talk about life generally, how life changes for people without knowing on. What is going on? I'm going to talk about a guy called Meta. Meta is a man. Is a man from Tanzania. Yeah, he's a man from Tanzania. This guy, coming from Tanzania, comes from a good family. One time was married to some lady, and at one point in time, one of their children passed on. When their children passed on, one of their child passed on, it was a boy. The boy passed on. When the boy passed on, the neighbor who was a lady was a daughter to the person who had sold Meta's family the land. Actually, the land actually got this guy away from his wife, and they went away and started a family. Yeah, they went away and they came to Kenya. That's how I know about them. They came to Kenya, and when they came to Kenya, they started a family, and I think they got one child. When they got this one child, because I don't believe he got in any of the rest of the kids that this lady has are his. I believe just one child is his, and that is the last child. He came to Kenya, and this lady being married into a very into a family where there was a bit of wealth, there was land wealth. She and Meta, who is younger than her, they stayed together. They lived together. But she has a huge tract of land. What is so sad about this issue is that she used Meta like a mule. He actually worked so hard. He worked harder than a mule on the fields. He was plowing, harvesting, getting water from the river, doing all this kind of stuff. Like, it was a daily, like, if he woke up, I think the only thing first he would do is immediately go to go and fetch water and those kind of things, that hard labor. And I think he got used to it. And as in any relationship, once you start getting being with somebody, you actually get used to it. And you start seeing that, like, life is normal. Like, this, let's normalize this. You start seeing, like, this is normal, we can do this. So I think this guy just stayed on, and for years, let's say for 25 years, he lived with this woman. They lived together. They had they had their child, who maybe now is about 21, 22 years old, which means they had a child just immediately they met, or something like that, maybe one child. So after that, then comes the luck fall of a certain young man who comes in to help the family through his various friends and help from his various people. He does kind of a charity. It's kind of a charity. So when this charity comes in, they start having when this charity comes in, this guy starts getting help. He starts getting help from he starts getting help from these charity people who are helping, and the person who helps this family decides that she is going to build a home, a home, because they live in a mud hut. They were living in a mud hut, dirt poor, dirt poor, mud hut vibes. The cows are sleeping on one side, they're sleeping on the other side. It was very, very, very sad. A very sad situation. Very, very sad. So this lady from out there, who is a charity giver, decides to build these people through this young man a home, and he does, and she does build the home for this young. She does build a home for this these villagers. She does build a very, very good home, and it is a townhouse, like a really nice mansionette. She builds a really, really, really good home with 3 bedrooms. I think it's 3 bedrooms. Yeah, 3 to 2 bedrooms. A state of the art. Everything is just on point. Just a good home, a good bungalow. Really, really nice. In the beginning, when this lady was getting this home, oh my God, you should have seen how grateful she was. She was grateful to the last. But she had so many secrets. There were so many secrets pertaining this particular home that had been built for her. First of all, she had already partitioned her land to her sons, which means that one of the sons owned where she was building. She did not relay this information to the lady who was building, or to the young man who was building. She didn't relay this information. Why didn't she relay this information? I don't know. I don't know why she didn't relay this information. Yeah. So we don't know why she didn't relay this information. So we were just so basically this guy just had this guy for this guy, he never got he knew that this was not their land. So when they were building the home, the land was not theirs. So they were just watching this. They just watched this charity giver, just build a home that does not belong to them. And they know that at one point in time, the owner will come and actually take up their space, because the lands she owned were already partitioned. They were already divided. But at one point in time, this young man came to learn that this land does not belong to the mama. It does not belong to the mama. So, does not belong to the mama. So she actually one time gave the real story to this lady, and said to this guy, and said, oh, this is my son's place. By this time they had already built the home, and the home was already built so well. It was really, really nice. It had really been built so well. Well, now this lady, at one point in time, she was very grateful. Oh, she was so grateful about this house. She used to always say, oh my God, I'm so grateful. Oh, I'm so grateful. Oh, she would dance. She would dance there. Should thank God. They would kneel down. The man would kneel down, say thank you, thank you, thank you. But deep down in this man's heart, he knew that this home does not belong to me, and it will never belong to me. And the reason why I really feel sorry for this man is because he knew that this lady will never relent and give out her property to him. So in his heart, even from the beginning, the way he spoke, he used to say, oh, I wish I could go to California. I wish I could go to California. Oh, and he used to say, I wish I could go to California and meet Arnold Schwarzenegger and such like things. You know how people have idols and such. And he never mentioned that he even used to say, I would marry even a white woman. And he was staying with this lady, this let's call her grandma. He was staying with this lady. Okay, so later, I'm trying to tell this story as much as you can. If you guys want to listen to let me know. You can let me know, and also let me know where you have a question. So later, the lady now they fall out, definitely, because of lies. Lies don't stick. So definitely they fall out. They fall out. When they fall out, When they fall out, this guy decides, me, I'm not going to stick around with people who are not sincere and talk crap, and they're talking smack about everything and what. And this lady who's the charity giver decides, no, it's okay, everything's gonna be all right, so we are gonna give you what you want and make sure that you're right, because I really like this man and I want this man to get his rightful I really like this man, and he must get his rightful things. And she wanted to make sure that he gets the land in question, but the land in question was already given out. And in Kenya, you know about land does not, you don't play around with landing anywhere in the world. Look, so this guy decides at one point, now the falling out has started. The falling out was long and arduous and not and very dirty. So this guy decides, this lady, the giver, decides, no, it doesn't matter what is going on. What had gone on is, this lady had gone on, some new guy had come and offered to build this lady a new house, because her old house had already fallen on her, because she had not still moved to the new house. My God, this story is so crazy. I had to get it out of my mind, because I can't understand what people really do. I really can't understand how people do. So this guy, they build a new home. Some new charity giver comes and says, oh, you know what, I don't care that you are being given that you are built a big house up there. I'm going to build you a new traditional house, a new modern traditional house. What these people don't understand is that if they were out to hurt somebody by building this house and that house and that, they're not hurting nobody. They're just being whatever to themselves. It's just a craziness. That's craziness. So this guy. So okay, where am I? Okay, so this guy decides, please, he's always begging this guy, please, I need to go. He gets unwell and says, please, I need to go to my home. I need to go to my home. So this young man asks him, do you want me to build you a house? And he says, yeah. Do you want to go home? He says, yes, me, I want to go home. I just want to go home. Because at this point he has realized, hey, me, I don't belong here. I am not matching up. I'll never own anything. You know, men are really disadvantaged. I really feel sorry for men sometimes. I really feel sorry for them. I really feel sorry for them. I really feel sorry. So I was like, so the guy was like, I need to go home. He became very unwell. The lady tried to take him to hospital. It didn't work out. I don't know what she was doing, some stuff, crazy stuff there. And anyway, this young man managed to take the guy back to Tanzania. And he goes back to Tanzania, meets up with his family, and they leave, and the young man comes back to Kenya and leaves the guy there with a promise of, I will be back, I will build for you. This is where now my heart falls for this guy. That was just a short synopsis of what happened. My topic is not about this, it's about life, how life can be unfair to you. You go to live with somebody who you think is with you. Then later, this person turns against you because they now have something of worth. They have a whole home for themselves. A whole home for themselves. So they see that like you are not worth it, and start mistreating you, beating you, making you work like a donkey in the home. You're like a mule, every day, water, fetching water, doing the laundry, doing doing all manner of things. This woman really treated this man so badly. And that is the pain of what I'm talking about today. The pain of a man that cannot speak up for himself. The pain of a man that cannot speak up for himself. That everything is yes, ma'am, yes, ma, yes, ma. It's so wrong. The short story that I gave, was just because I wanted to. The short story I gave is just only to give you a synopsis of how a man started up like that. So this man is so mistreated, and because he cannot speak up for himself, I really feel bad for that. A man who cannot speak up for himself is a woman will trample on you until you die. So this man decided So this man, unfortunately, has the problem of not being able to stand for himself. So he goes to Tanzania, and once he goes to Tanzania, he actually goes to the hospital. He's treated. He starts feeling well. He starts getting better, and he's actually given some money, quite a bit of money, to take care of himself as he waits for the people whoever have given him the promise to come and build for him a house in Tanzania, so that he can also live his life like a person, like a normal person. And that, what hurts me is that, and I really feel for him, because I'm sure he stayed in Tanzania, hopefully with his all the hope in the world that at long last my life has opened up. At long last my life has opened up. But God, what happens? Lo, I'm telling you, it's so sad. Do you know what happens? Do you know what really happens? Can you imagine this guy? The saddest thing, you guys, the saddest thing is that now then he gets, this lady comes, says, blames the division, him going to Tanzania and her staying here to the young man, of which that is not the truth. That's not true. This guy wanted to go from day one. The guy wanted to go from a long time ago. He didn't just have an answer. It's just like how you can leave home to go to the US to work, and then you cannot come back home because you have nothing. You just don't want to show your people you didn't get anything out of your going, and you've been there for 20 something years. He had nothing. He had only been mistreated and worked hard and worked so hard. He had worked so hard on the farm. So now he has received some news, and this is where it all comes out. He has received some news telling him that no, we are not going to build for you. Why? I don't know why. I personally feel that because this lady came back to him to go and look for him, saying, oh, I love you, 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 I love you. She went back there. This young man felt slighted because, he's keeping him there so that he can build for him something. This lady already has 2 houses built for her. I don't know the math behind this whole thing, but I feel that, please, this guy should just get his home built, whether it's a small bungalow or a small whatever. Just build this guy something, because he stayed back there. Whether love, you can't, the guy is confused. He doesn't really know. Men, this guy is so sad. The reason why I had to talk about it is because, in fact, it's not anything to talk about, but the reason why I had to talk about it is because I feel sad for a man who cannot stand for himself. And that's my point of this, and I'm so passionate about that. You have to be able to stand for yourself, to say no, to say yes when it's right, no when it's wrong. I really feel bad for this guy, because he's not well. First of all, he's getting better, but he's getting better. He looks really good, but the guy can't do nothing. Yeah, then he's just like, now he doesn't know, is my house being built, but my house not being built? Is my house being built, being pegged on me not being with my love, or whatever he was doing with that woman? Because he didn't really like that woman. He was under so much mistreatment. He was under so much mistreatment. That man was beaten. He was, and when the lady went to Tanzania to look for him, you know what he did? He was like, oh, hello, my love. I was like, I'm confused. Who are you? I'm so confused. Who are you? This woman doesn't want any good for you. In fact, her going there was pegged on her trying to make the donor or the charity giver feel bad that yeah, I can get my man back after I've been built a house. Yeah, she's out to just do the worst and do the worst. And I wish she could have done the worst on her side only and left Moita alone. Mater alone, the man. I've already said his name, so if you know, you know. So I wish she could just leave the man alone. That one, I wish she could leave the man alone. It is so sad. It's so sad. And yeah, so it's really, really sad. Yeah, so that's the story of the man who I feel is a disadvantaged man. I've been watching him. I've watched everything that happened to him, and I felt I needed to talk about him. I know many people maybe might not know the story, and I'm not going to mention because I don't want to deal with that. But when you have something on my mind, I must talk about it. And I know that if I tag the correct people, I will get people. But that's not my point. My point is to talk about men who cannot stand up for themselves. Please stand up for yourself. Please talk about the things that hurt you, harm you. If it pinches, just say ouch. You know, be expressive. Don't be so like quiet and things are just not going your side. That is what I meant. Now I am going to say that was the end of the story. So if you are listening, you can ask your questions. So now I'm going to say hello to Naruto's. How are you? How are you doing? Real, how are you doing? Rolenzo, how are you doing? Hi, I hope you guys have subscribed also. Wow. Wow. Aljawala. Oh my god, that's a difficult name. Ever? Never. No, please. please. You're the one who will never be one. The bro, how are you? Eloy. Everybody join all together. Join girl. Oh, Eloy, how are you? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I hope you have subscribed, and I hope you can ask me questions and maybe we could talk. Yeah. So today I was looking for subscriptions. You guys better subscribe to me so that we can talk more. And you can always tell me to watch anything. Normally, because I travel a lot, I like to talk stories. I like to talk stories. So today I came back in this afternoon and I decided, why not? Why not come and do something small and talk to my people and tell them about this story that is really disturbing my mind about that guy. I really don't want to tag the people that have brought up this story, but for me, I'm talking generally about life. How life can be unfair to one person. To one person, it's just so unfair and it's so painful, you know. And I really don't want to tag them because I don't want to be attacked or told I'm this, I'm that. No. I just want to talk about a story that people can understand about life, how life can be so painful, you know. It can really turn against you, yeah, like if you don't stand up for yourself, because this guy needs to stand up for himself. So yeah, he needs to stand up for himself and say something. So if you've been listening to the story, you can ask questions or you can say something. Also, you can also let me know. If you can ask me questions about that. Mostly the question is just about standing up for yourself. It's not about that man, but it's just that man was just an example to show how people can really be victimized by situations that come up. I really hope this guy at the end of the movie, is it a movie? I can't say movie. At the end of the programs or the TV, the whatever, gets what he wants. You know, I hope he really gets, because it can be so unfair. Yeah. It can be so unfair. It can be so unfair. So as you guys know, I am also running about. We're looking for subscription. So I hope you guys can subscribe. At the same time, you ask me questions on that story I've given you about this man who should we ask, should he be built the house or should he not be built the house? And for me, I feel, please let that man be built the house, because He loses all the time. He's losing all the time because he never speaks up for himself. You need to speak up. You need to speak up for yourself because he never speaks up about yourself. That woman, that lady or woman or whatever you want to call her, took advantage of him and used him like a mule. He was, you know, that guy was working that farm. That farm is so huge. He would plow, get water, do what, wash the dishes, do what. I don't know what he was doing there for 25 years. What are you doing there for 25 years? How can anybody use you for 25 years like that, plowing land because you want to live with them? And that is not fair. That was not fair at all. I feel so bad for him. Yeah, so men must speak up for themselves. Stand up and speak up for yourself so that at least you're able to get, even if you don't get half, even if you don't get full, you get half of it. You know, at least you fall on the half. So now I don't know if this young man is going to, okay, he has said that he'll not go back to Tanzania to build for this, he's not going back to Tanzania to build for this guy the home. Why? Because he has fallen out with the mama, the lady, the one who the owner of the home. He has fallen out with her, so he's not. And anyway, they are very ungrateful to him. They have been behaving so ungrateful to him, so he's not going to go back to build for him. But I feel this guy had nothing to do with the whole thing. He had nothing to do with it. Don't make him lose everything. This guy, he'll never get anything in his life. Build him, just even if it's a small box, then I mean something, just even if it's a small thing, and then leave him at that to partition it or something. Because honestly, the promise was there, and that promise should not be killed. That promise should not be taken away, because the man can't speak for himself. And that's why I'm saying this talk is not about that man. It's about speaking up for yourself. He's unable to speak up to the woman. He's unable to speak up to say what he really wants. He's unable to stand up for himself. When the woman went to him in Tanzania, he should have said, look, I don't want you here. You're not on my side. You're not on my side. You're just coming here to just make a fool out of me. You made a fool out of me for 25 years. Now I want to have my space. Yeah? And it's so important that he could have said that, but he didn't. He actually was so happy to see them, which means he loves them. And according to what I see, he is not going to get his house built because those people are ungrateful. He's actually suffering other people's problems. He's actually suffering other people's problems. I really do feel sorry for him. I really do feel sorry for him. And he was on my mind today when I woke up. I don't know why. I felt that I needed to talk about this. I need to talk about this, about speaking up for yourself and saying what you really want in places where you have it's been open for you to be able to speak up for yourself. It's always good to do that. Speak out and speak up. If anything is problem for you, speak out and speak up. Speak up all the time. You speak up for yourself. So let's see, who is this? This Al Jawaral. Don't you have a better thing to do? You should have gone. You don't have something better to do. So anyway, that's what I'm saying. Speaking up for yourself as a man is also important. Women, you people say, oh, women didn't speak up for themselves, but men, even men suffer. Even men suffer. And if you feel like men suffer also, you should also put it up there that men suffer. Yeah. And that is why I say that guy should actually speak up for himself. You know, it's so sad that he will lose to be built a house because he can't speak up for himself. You know, you should just stand up and say, listen, I did not call those people here. They came to say hello to me and I could not chase them away. I don't want them. This is the way I want to live my life from now onwards. I want to live in Mwanza, in Tanzania, and I want to live here. And please continue. You promised to build me a house. Please continue and build me that house. Yeah, the floor is already ready. Please build me the house. Yeah. So that's the story. Yeah, that's the story I wanted to give. And I know that if I tagged some people, probably I'll get a lashing out of this thing I'm talking. But I don't want that. I just want to talk about a certain it's like I'm talking about a character in a movie. That character is what I want you people to know about. That speaking out for yourself and also saying something that, like, this is the way I want to live from now on, because the opportunity is there for you. The opportunity has been given, has been opened up for you, but then you now keep quiet, and then you lose the opportunity because you have kept quiet and you just say yes mom, yes ma, yes ma, yes ma. What are you yes smiling about? Are you afraid of this person? He is a human being like you. They have given you an opportunity. Take the opportunity and run with it, and run with it, and run with the opportunity. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, thank you. I know I've not commented. I was not commenting. I wanted you guys to listen to the story first, and then yeah, I wanted you guys to listen to the, yeah. Sorry, I didn't comment first, and then I say hi later. So I've said hi to everybody who has come into my life, and thank you so much for showing up. I'm so proud of you guys, and I hope you have subscribed as we go now to our 500 to 250. Have you subscribed? Let me know if you have subscribed. Yeah, let me know if you have subscribed. I stopped, today is Monday, so I stopped by a little bit just to at least say hi. Yeah, say hi. Yeah, so yes, yeah, so I was just saying hi and wanting to you guys to subscribe. We are on road to 250, let's go. And that story I've told is just a story, so we can now connect. I know I didn't say hi. I'm sorry, I didn't say hi to you. Aljawaharal Tal. Oh my god, your name is so hard. I'm sorry I didn't say hi, but yeah, next time when I'm thinking, I'll make sure that I do the bro. Hi, how are you? Yeah, and who's this? Everybody join and all together join, girl. Oh, thank you. Please say hello and thank you for coming in. Thank you so much. I do appreciate. Hello, hello. I do appreciate your presence. So the story I was giving was just a story for yeah, for us to be mindful of ourselves and the things that we do. So yeah, I'm glad that you guys are here and that you have joined in. Yeah, and I hope I hope you guys have been subscribing. I hope you have subscribed. I hope you have subscribed. I hope you have subscribed. Yeah, I hope you have subscribed. I hope you have subscribed. Yeah, that story, you could ask questions. Yeah, it's just about I was just trying to give you, like, don't ask for the things that you want. Ask for them. Stop letting people run your life, like that guy. I don't know why he does that, why he's done that. And at one point in time, because it's just because I don't want a whole lot of bunch of people coming to tell me, oh, he should have done this, oh, he should have done this. Meta needed to tell his wife, please don't come back to me, because all you do is use me. You used me for 25 years. Now people want to build me a house. And now you're coming to spoil what I had actually, to spoil what is actually coming to me. You're actually coming to spoil it. Yeah? And I'm telling you, he should have said something. He should say something. If you don't say something, then no one is going to do anything about it. But he's not saying something. All he says is yes, yes, yes ma, yes ma, yes ma. What is yes ma? Can you just please style up and say something that is worth yeah? Say something that is worth it. Say something that runs you. So, oh, who is around? Say hello. Now we can. The story is over now. And I feel much better. The story is over. I have said the story now. I have a break. I have a break right now. I'm not working right now. It's 1500. Let's say hi. Just say hello and how are you? Yes, yes, yes. This one. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Oh, sorry, sorry. I've not commented. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, so sorry, sorry, sorry. I am saying hello now. I'm saying hi now. Thank you so much. Lorenzo, I know Lorenzo you wanted me to say, but you didn't listen to my story. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 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 guys, guys, guys. Thank you for listening to the story. Thank you for listening to the story. Yeah, it was about a man's life, how a man's life can really go down the dredges, the drains, the what, everything, just because you will not speak up for yourself. I find that very, very, very sad. Yeah, I find that extremely, extremely sad, extremely sad. Yeah, so yeah, that is what the story was about, and thank you for those who are showing up, and I hope you are also subscribing. We're on road to 250. I hope that you guys are subscribing and that you are whatever. So Elroy, thank you so much. Elroy, you're such a sweet one. Yeah, and thank you for staying up and staying in. I appreciate so much. I do appreciate. Yeah, so my Monday was just like that. Oh my God. So, yeah, so that is what I was making noise about. I was just making noise about the way people can use somebody. And now on my poor guy, this guy might not have his house built just because just because just because he can't stand up for himself. And that is so sad. And it's so, so sad. And I wish he could just stand up and say, from now onwards, I want to live my life like this. So therefore, build me my house because that's what I want. And you had offered me the house. Just build me their house, and then I'll know what to do later. Yeah. And anyway, even if he's in love with his wife, who has mistreated him all along the 25 years, give him a chance. Maybe he will get out of it, because you can't tell two people who have fallen in love not to fall in love. Give him a chance to fall out of it. Yeah. If it's not fine for him, he has worked so hard for that woman. He has worked so, so hard. Jessica, hi, how are you? How are you doing? Now I'm saying hello to people because I've said I have said the story. How are you doing, girl? Yeah, you have a good name, a beautiful name. Yeah, thank you. I will. Oh, okay, I will. I will. Have you done for me? Yeah, I will. I will. I will. Definitely. Where are you from, Jessica? Where are you from? I wish I knew where you are from. Yeah, just don't. Oh, I will. Most definitely will. Yeah, I will. Yeah, we're just here in the. Oh, really? Okay. Do you watch the big content creators? Do you watch? So the story I was talking about was about us, although it wasn't meant or to attract them towards me, but I was talking about a particular guy who I've been watching of late. So, and it was really hurting me today morning, and I said, hey, I have to talk about this thing. Hey, nice. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you for showing me. Oh, you do? Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I know who I was talking about. If you are listening, you know who it is. But I don't want us to mention, because I don't want to attract attention to that side, because I don't need that attention, because my channel isn't about those kind of things. I just felt the thing was hurting me. I felt for that guy. I just felt for that guy, the one who was supposed to be built for in Tanzania, and I was like, God, how unfair can life be? Somebody mistreats you for so long, then just when you're about to get your blessing, they show up so that to spoil your blessing. That's what I'm talking about people who don't wish you good, how they just come and just ruin your blessing. That's what I was talking about. It really, really, really resonated with me that I needed to talk about that. Jessica, thank you so much. I will too. Yeah. I will. I'm on about and subscribe to me too. Then we can at least be talking. We can be talking underground about these things. Yeah. Sometimes it's you don't want to really be out there talking about that because that niche is so harsh. It's so harsh, and I don't think I have the time to be talking every day about it and such things. No, I just look at some few things and then I pick up some few stuffs, like how people treat other people, and how people use other people. It's really, really sad, Jessica. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming to my life and being here. Yeah. It's just the characters. I'm not looking at this as I'm looking at this like I'm characterizing. I'm not talking about the issues of what is happening. I'm just characterizing how people can be ungrateful. Because I remember when I used to watch that woman, the dancer. I remember when I used to watch her when she was in total poverty. Total. Yeah. In actual fact, she was locking the goats on one side and she was sleeping on the other side. And I was like, oh my God, do people live like this really, honestly? And God actually sends somebody. You've been asking me for stuff. Here I am. I'm giving you this. I'm going to give you somebody, a destiny helper, to help you to stay well. And sometimes you can even think, why does God refuse some people some things? He has refused to give you. Yes, you have all that land and everything, but He's refusing you and keeping you in that heart because your mannerisms are bad. That woman, she was actually given a destiny helper by God. She actually was built a home by somebody from nowhere. And then later, she actually, what even really shocks me, she was actually built a home by a destiny helper. Then, after that, if you hear how now she talks about this destiny helper, and these destiny helpers or whatever they are, whoever they were sent by God to come and get her out of this poverty. Oh my God. You're just like, no. Even at least even keep a bit and just say, oh, I was helped, let me shut up. I was helped, let me shut up. Like where I was from, I shouldn't return. You just come and start fighting somebody and you're used by another woman, another person, to fight your destiny helper. In actual fact, if you read the Bible is a very important book to read. It's honestly, it's very important to read the Bible. Because this is a situation that was in the Bible, honestly. She is so ungrateful. Oh my God. It is beyond my understanding. And the reason why I'm talking about it is that it's beyond my understanding how ungrateful somebody can be. So beyond ungrateful. It doesn't matter what happened, how it was cooked in, cooked out, what happened, whoever didn't eat in my place, whoever said I was dirty, whoever said I was this or whatever. The destiny helper, the gratefulness is so important to your destiny. Whatever it is, however you get annoyed, just remember what the action that person took to help you. And to further her evilness, let me not use the word evilness, to further her bad behavior, she goes ahead to go and spoil for her husband, who had been also given, I'll build you a house in Tanzania. She actually goes and messes that up too. What